Hello and welcome back to the Timeout Corner Podcast. My name is JJ and I'll be hosting alongside my voluptuous co-host, Brett.
Hello. Voluptuous?
Yes. It just says insert
What does that
adjective.
even mean?
It just says insert adjective.
What's voluptuous?
I think I mispronounced
I need
it.
a
I think it's pronounced with a
definition.
V. Just a moment.
Voluptuous.
Yes, that's what I meant to say. I stuttered.
Voluptuous.
I forgot to prepare my normal adjective, so
Can't believe you.
I know I'm so
A descriptive adjective, dude.
I'm so unprofessional, yes. So
I can see the viewer count going down.
Oh yeah, they all just clicked off right there.
Sorry, what? Yep.
How have you been?
Pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
Feeling voluptuous.
Ah yes. We need to figure out the spelling of that. It's gonna be
Would it be FLUMP?
I feel like it should end with like an OUS.
OUS?
Yeah. That sounds good, yeah. I just realized our
Yeah.
shirts are matching a little bit.
Yeah.
That was not,
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
that was not planned. I just noticed that.
We're just slowly fusing into a single person.
Yes. Yes.
Got the glasses, got the shirt.
I'm gonna show up with
White
a,
skin.
with a Honda hat next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just gonna see my setup behind him.
It's just gonna be one picture.
Yes, it's just us. We've
Yeah.
molded into each other.
Hmm.
Anyway,
What about you? How have you been?
I've been pretty good. Pretty just working, living life.
Mm.
Yeah. Did a watch together for the debate. If you're not a
Right.
member of the Discord server for the Timeout Corner, you'll miss events like that. If you are, you probably saw it. All right.
It was debate.
It was a debate. Yeah, it was. They debated, I guess. I don't know. It was an interesting debate. Yeah, not to get political, but let's move on to the political article.
No.
All
right.
all right. First up
Sounds
here,
perfect.
I got an article. This comes from Variety, the platform. It says Jerry Seinfeld shuts down pro-Palestine hecklers during set in Australia, saying, "quote You just gave more money to a Jew."
Interesting opening.
I mean, you gotta admit, he makes a good point here. So it says, on Saturday night, Seinfeld was performing to thousands of fans at an arena when a group of pro-Palestine protesters began shouting, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free," towards the end of his set. Let me just start by saying that's very rude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
On so many levels too.
Yeah, especially considering Seinfeld is a Jew himself.
Yeah.
So that feels kind of targeted.
Well, that's probably the reason why they did it. But
Yeah, exactly.
just going to a show, one,
He paid money.
disrupting
They paid money just to go
all
there and
of-
chant.
yeah, all of the work of the people who went into putting on the show to disrupt that,
Yes.
even for just a little bit.
It wasn't very
And
voluptuous of him.
to do
that's
it
all I'll
just-
say.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
They strive to be as voluptuous as you.
And I'm gonna. It's such a weird word.
that we made up, I believe.
I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah, for the fans, if this is an existing word and I just called them a slur or something, just write it.
Voluptuous.
Write it in italics. Alright, it says... his response was, "Oh, you're back. The protesters are back. I missed you." Because this is not the first time this has happened.
Really?
Apparently. He said, "Listen, you and I are the same business. We're in the same business. Our business is to get people to see things the way we see them. The problem is you're doing it in the wrong place. Do you hear how well I'm doing? This is what you want." That's a fair point.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Not exactly a target audience.
Yeah. I mean, they need to get their own platform. Stop mooching off of other people's. They said, I think you need to go back and tell whoever's running your organization that you just gave more money to a Jew. That cannot be a good plan for you. You got to come up with a better plan. Also fair, because he's Jewish and they did pay to be there. They did not think that through.
I don't understand what their thought process was.
Yeah, I mean, protesters in general, I feel like is kind of counterproductive.
I think there's a time and a place, but
yeah, well,
right now,
there's other
most
things
of those times and places are not right.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, if there was like seriously a problem, something very ethically wrong,
it would make
by
sense.
disrupting everyday life, that's how you'd
but
make a change.
Right. Yeah, if it was something in the United States government that they're protesting against, I could see that more. But that's going to a Jewish
something that
an American who's a Jew going to his comedy show to protest about something that's happening in a different country. I do not support
if
that.
It's in America and not overseas,
right?
Protesting is at least more realistic,
right?
But something overseas protesting,
it's just bizarre.
Doesn't make sense at all to me.
Yeah,
it is super bizarre.
I don't understand. I don't. Yeah. It says earlier this week, Seinfeld called a pro-Palestine heckler a quote moron at his comedy show in Sydney, Australia, after the protester disrupted his set. And then he basically went on to just criticize them for going to his show, a Jewish person's show, giving them money, and protesting against him because he basically said, "What am I gonna do?" You know what I mean? Like, what is he gonna do? What is he doing to affect the Palestinians? He's just a comedian that happens to be a Jew. It's not like that's his entire comedy. I don't even think he made any jokes about it.
I don't think it's necessarily a message. It's more just that he's a Jew.
That's it.
You know?
It's
New Age Nazis.
If we really think about it.
It's, I wouldn't say Nazi. I think it's different, but I think it's...
Nazis hated Jews. That's the only...
It could progress to be... Yeah. It's that line of thinking.
Yes, exactly. And the Jew hate.
It's... Yeah. Where it's not anything that's personal to them, it's just where they're from, where their family's from.
Right. It's not like they're out there advocating for the Jewish against Palestine or nothing like that.
No.
Yeah.
Unless he did make comments on it, and then I would understand if people were angry about that.
The article didn't say anything like that. They just said that he keeps getting targeted. Also, I believe he's the richest comedian. Like, he's the...
Jerry Seinfeld?
Yeah, I think he has the highest net worth of all the comedians. That's probably also why he's so targeted.
Probably. Yeah.
People just
got a big platform.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a Jew.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say on the matter?
That helps. I don't understand why they would do that.
Me either. But I don't understand a lot of protesting. At least, as we discussed earlier, protesting for other stuff in other countries.
Yeah.
I can understand certain protests if it was American.
Yeah, like a strike or something if it's workplace.
I've seen a couple strikes, That's, like union strikes, those are understandable, usually.
Yeah.
Moving on. We got an article about Elon Musk. Elon Musk welcomed his 12th child.
12th?
He's had 12 children.
12 children, wow.
Yes.
That kind of impressive, actually.
Well, not all that the same wife.
Yeah, no, but like... I guess he has money.
Well, his viewpoint
he can raise them.
is because he's such a genius, he might as well get as many other little geniuses out there as possible. So he's not doing it for himself. He's doing it for the next generation.
It's the good of humanity. He's introducing little baby Elon Musk's running around.
He's talking to his wife. Listen, it's for society, okay?
Good of society.
Listen, I'm just trying to help the world.
Look how many flamethrowers will be produced in the computer.
It says actually he welcomed them earlier this year, but the people who are doing this article just now learned about it. Like, he just went public with it. Yeah. The baby's like 9 months old now. So it's not
good
like,
on him for...
Yeah, he said it says he keeps him and his partners trying to keep their children's lives very private, which I understand.
That I'm sure their kids appreciate.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being in the shadow of your dad your entire life. If your dad is Elon Musk, you know?
Exactly. Guess his name. Guess the 12th child's name.
12.
No. Techno.
Oh. Techno.
It's not very.
And it's a,
come on, Elon. You've had some creative ones. I don't like
that. Envy his children's names.
What if they call him Tech?
Nah. That's still bad.
Do you hear what his firstborn son? You know what the firstborn son's name was?
Wasn't it like Archangel 12 or something, or was that the second?
His first child died at 10 months old, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But the first child's name was Nevada.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, yeah. But unfortunately died at 10 weeks old of sudden infant death syndrome. I don't know anything about that. But that's what he died of. So rest in peace to Nevada. Or Nevada, I don't know how they pronounced it.
Nevada sounds fancier. So.
Yeah, then they had another child that was like a bunch of symbols. Like, it was just the name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not even going to try to guess how to pronounce that.
I think that's the Archangel one.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
The symbols?
Yeah.
I'm dropping them.
The AE. X Archangel A12.
There you go. What a bizarre thing to name your child.
I'm pretty sure that's some sort of machine.
It probably means something, yeah. I doubt it's just, oh, these look cool together. But yeah, he gave birth to his 12th son. He's now completed a dozen.
It's a jet, dude. He named his son after a jet.
Why? Does he have anything to do with the jet, or is it just a random jet?
I don't know. It looks like it was... Let's see.
Oh man, my camera unfocused. There you go. It's a specific kind of jet.
Yeah, this is a stupid article.
Oh.
There's so much to read.
There's so many jets.
Okay, it was made in 1958-ish.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Anything else to say on the matter of Elon Musk's 12th child? 12.
He's weird. He's a weird dad.
He is. This is a very strange thing to do.
I wouldn't want him as my dad, if I'm being honest.
No.
I'd be rich, but
you would. Fast. I feel like he probably has a very strict parenting style.
He probably,
I would imagine,
has his kids become cyborgs or something, dude.
Oh yeah, he definitely just gives them little shots of something that he's working on. Yep. Here's some
little test subjects.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. That's probably why that his firstborn child died.
Yeah.
Test went wrong.
And now he gives them an ugly name to ward off evil, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's just such a bizarre. Yeah, imagine that kid growing up. Like, oh, I'm named after
I'm
a
outside to
jet.
play X Archangel 812.
Come on, tech. That's horrible. Could you imagine?
That would be terrible, man.
Yeah, just being born with the name Bread already, you know? Yeah, it already hurts your soul. I've heard you used to get bullied. They used to call you the loaf, I believe.
It's loafer.
Yeah, it's a shame what they did to you. Alright, moving on to the next article. I would like to preface this with saying our articles are not of as high quality substance as they have been, I'm going to be honest. It used to be like very political stuff, but this week was just very light on news, okay?
Yeah.
We're not talking about stuff as riveting as the Baltimore Bridge, nothing like that. So far we've had 2 about celebrities, and this will be the 3rd one. And then
We're just gossips now.
essentially, yeah. This is what the podcast has become. But it won't be a regular thing, it's just because of the lack of news, so, you know.
I'm sure there'll be stuff in the wake of the debate, for sure.
Oh, probably. For week after next.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Alright. This next one, I would like to... I want to include the picture. I'm going to drop that into the channel. It says, rapper Julio Foolio was shot dead in Florida. Okay. For the audience, let me show you what Julio Foolio looks like, man.
I feel bad for laughing. Rest in peace, Julio.
Here is what Julio Foolio looks like.
You sure it's not Julio Foolio?
Either. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's horrible.
It is.
Why would you pick that name? Anyway, I saw that and I just started chuckling, I'm going to be honest. And I guess no offense to Julio Foolio, but why was that your style, man? Why'd you have to look like that?
How did he get his hair to do that?
Why did he or how did he?
How?
Oh, you just don't brush
Why?
it. You don't clean it. It masks
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Dreads. And then I think you can like shape it where like you put it in like a ponytail and then you just let it all mangle together.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
You think I should do that with my hair, dude?
Yeah. 100%. Oh yeah. You could be as black. You could be so black.
Dude.
Although white people have dreads and just look like hippies.
That's fair.
Yeah. So you just look like a hippie.
Mm,
So, yeah. Decisions.
maybe not.
Florida rapper Julio Foolio has been shot dead during his birthday celebrations in Tampa, his lawyer said. Police said 4 people were hit with gunfire at a hotel car park early on Sunday. 1 person died, who they believe to be Foolio, pending a medical examination. So they killed him on his birthday. That's messed up. They caught him lacking, probably. I assume this was gang related. Because he's black.
Probably.
Yeah.
What?
What?
It's likely.
Yeah.
As soon as you see
This is 26-year-old victim his name is Charles Jones.
Okay, so he chose that name.
He
for
chose
himself.
Julio Foolio over Charles Jones. That's a very white name, you gotta admit.
That is a very.
It'd be really hard to be a rapper with the name Charles Jones.
Charles Jones. Well, what's Snoop Dogg's name again?
I don't remember. It's something like long. Let's see. His name, Calvin Cordozar Brodus Jr.
Calvin.
Yes, Calvin.
Yeah. Anyway. Just
Um,
thought I'd bring that up.
Calvin, yeah, it's also a really white name, I will say.
It is.
Okay.
Calvin.
Police say 4 people were hit. Oh, I said that. The musician was, quote, reportedly ambushed in the hotel car park, said the lead cop. He was forced to relocate after being asked by authorities to leave an Airbnb property when he and his guest exceeded occupancy limits. So the party got too big, so he had to move to a hotel, and that's where they got him. That's why you always stick to the plans that you make.
Or just don't invite people to your party.
He's a rapper. He's going to do that. You know? I mean, it just goes with the territory.
Probably. No.
The rapper had posted... Oh, so he posted it about... He posted it on his Instagram, said he was moving to... So he posted it publicly on his Instagram.
Okay.
The police shut us down and we're moving to a hotel. Dummy. 2 cars were hit in the shooting that took place. The 3 others who were injured and were taken to the hospital where their condition was described as stable. So he was the only casualty.
I mean, he was probably the target.
Probably. Oh yeah, I would assume so.
Poor Julio.
Poor Julio. Rest in peace, Julio. He's on Spotify. He has nearly 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify, which is impressive for what he looks like. I'd imagine him to be some like SoundCloud rapper, to be honest.
Apparently popular enough to rent a hotel after
just a room. They
the
weren't even in the hotel. They were in the parking lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, now,
They got hit by a drive-by in the parking lot of a hotel.
Pretty dumb.
His top plays back track on Spotify is titled Voodoo. I've not listened to it, so listen to your own discretion. I don't advocate for the children. I don't know. It's probably has bad words. It probably has no words.
Probably Foolio around.
But yeah. Rest in peace to Julio. This was not the first attempt on his life. I mean, it was the only one that was successful, obviously, but apparently other people had attempted to shoot him before, so it was a reoccurring thing. He was just dumb and posted it on Instagram, and he is said to have been open about his gang affiliations, so he was in a gang, so yeah, it was gang related. Moral of the story is do not affiliate yourself with gangs. And also stick to the original plan you make, because when you go off the plane, you get shot.
And don't.
Yeah, don't do dreads.
Yeah.
Just at all.
Especially if you're white.
Especially if you're white. Unless you are a hippie, then embrace it. Just go for it, you know? Anything else you'd like to say on the matter?
No. I don't.
I don't either. I mean, I feel like we said all that needs to be said, you know? No disrespect to the dead, but...
Rest in peace.
He was kind of a wonky-looking dude, I'm gonna be honest.
It was?
He's just... Yeah, it's just bizarre. If you're an audio listener, just Google Julio. And you'll see what I mean. It's probably the first couple of images, I'd assume. Alright, next up here. So, as you know, Brett, the Elden Ring DLC for the popular game Elden Ring dropped. What day was that? What is today?
20th.
Today's the 20th, so 8 days as of recording, and this is uploaded in 2 days, so 10 days. Yeah, so 10 days after. Have you had enough time to get into it, play it a little bit? I know you're a fan of Elden Ring.
Yeah. It's sucked out my soul.
Do you think it's a admirable for the price extension to the base game?
Oh yeah. I think it is pretty much the length of the game itself.
Interesting. But it was 40, not 70.
Yes.
That
is a nice.
But you have to own Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's meant kind of just for people who've already beaten the game and they want more. So.
From what I've heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's harder than the base game.
Yeah.
Okay. That size says it all. I can hear your pain.
It is definitely harder, yeah.
Okay. The article we have here, the review bombing. The Elden Ring DLC review bombing is just the latest skirmish in a 10-year-old debate over difficulty. So, people like bread, have been getting their souls sucked out by this game. But instead of being like bread and being like, well, I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen when I bought the game. I spent the money. I'm just gonna play it. Instead of being a good little boy like bread, people are taking to the internet and they're purposely leaving bad reviews because of how hard it is.
That's the point of the game.
It's known for being hard. I tried the base game 3 times. I bought it and refunded it 3 separate times. And I could not get into it, okay? But I did not leave a bad review because I know it's a hard game. It's just not my style.
That's the selling point of the game.
It's just not my style. That's on me. I mean, I'm not gonna go to the developers. So if you're out there review bombing games because you don't like them, you're a scumbag. It says in just a few days after it's called. How do you pronounce the word? The last word. Shadow of the
Erd Tree.
Shadow of the Erd Tree. Just a few days before Shadow of the Erd Tree's release, the director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, I think I don't know. You know if you know.
I'm not gonna pronounce it. No.
He discussed the challenge the expansion would pose for players. Quote: We've kind of really pushed the envelope in terms of what we think can be withstood by the player. So essentially,
in other words,
they were like, "Hey, Elden Ring was hard. This is gonna be harder. We're testing you. We're gonna hurt you."
They want to inflict pain.
They
know their fan base will be determined to beat the game.
Oh yeah,
so they're like, "Oh, what can we get away with?"
Yeah, let's see how hard we can make it. It backfired a little bit, I will say.
Yeah, but again, that's the selling point of the game. I think that's something that is kind of not spread around, is that a game isn't a right.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. Yeah, it's a game.
You're not guaranteed to love a game.
Especially considering if you have heard of Elden Ring, you know it's hard. There's no way somebody's like, "Oh, Elden Ring, that's just some fun little game." Like, it's obvious. It's known. Any Souls-like game.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting into. It's gonna be pain. It says here, one Steam reviewer wrote that they were review bombing everywhere, but primarily on Steam is what it looks like.
Yeah.
I'm here to play the game, not be tormented by it. It's a sentiment shared by many other reviewers. It said that From Software, which for people who don't know, is the developer of the game, is the company, studio, whatever, has, quote, lost the essence of what made their games fun. Fairness, end quote. So what they're saying is that they're like, it used to be hard but fair. Now it's just hard.
Casuals.
Exactly. Get good. Come on.
Casuals.
I'm saying this for somebody who could not get good. Okay? Get good. They're referring to the idea that most Souls-like games give players the skills to overcome challenges, but claim Shadow of the Erd Tree lacks that balance in combat encounters. The review bombing and overall discussion of the DLC's difficulty has received a conversation around Souls-likes as old as the games themselves. Are these games too difficult, or are people just used to hand-holding in modern games, or are people just too used to hand-holding in modern games to appreciate a real challenge? That's a fair point, because Elden Ring didn't really have a tutorial.
No.
There's no little menu telling you where to go.
No,
I just kept getting beat up by this big old guy on a horse.
Yeah.
That's it. Like
that teaches you the most important lesson in the game, and that is run away.
Yeah. Oh, I learned that. Yes. I just
run for your life.
I was like, oh, open world, I can do whatever I want. I walk out and there's this guy and he talks to you. The very first gate, you talk to him. He gives you something. I'm like, I wonder if I can punch any NPC. This is open world. So I hit him one time, but I hit him right as my game was saving, doing an autosave.
Yeah.
So every time I died, he just respawned me mid-punch. So it's just me getting in this endless loop of getting beat up by this NPC who's supposed to be friendly. Like, it's just a brutal game.
Punched him.
What?
You punched him. And
I
you
know.
expected him to
I
just-
know. For context, the game I played before this was Red Dead Redemption
Oh, okay.
2. And in that game, you can basically attack anybody and kind of get away with it to an extent. Like, yeah, it's harder when they get, but it's easier. But I didn't get on Steam and be like, "Oh, this game is so hard, I hate it." No, I just uninstalled it and punched a wall. Okay. So,
Like a man.
yeah, I shoved my emotions down deep. I didn't even cry. Okay.
Exactly.
In opposition to review bombers, the other players who are genuinely dissatisfied, in opposition to the review bombers and other people who are genuinely dissatisfied with the difficulty, some are saying that this is just how From Software rolls. That is true to an extent, as the studio has a track record of making DLCs for its games that are harder than the base games. I don't know if you do. You probably know this. You follow the developers, but they're known for the DLC being harder. And Elden Ring, I believe, is considered one of their most difficult games.
Yes.
Somewhat. I mean, the open world factor gives a lot because it's hard in the way that you don't know what to do.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
can be a little more frustrating, but it's also easier in some ways.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. It uses, for example, Bloodborne's The Old Hunters DLC. Did you play Bloodborne?
No, it's only on PlayStation.
Oh, I think they ported it to PC recently.
I think there's talk about it, but not yet.
Oh, okay.
People really want them to.
Yeah, I tried it, and it's easier than Elden Ring. I got farther, but it wasn't. It was so hard. I tried quite a few From Software. I just can't get into From Software games. It's just not my style. I respect people who do. Hey, if that's your thing, enjoy it. I'm not gonna say it's a bad game. It's a really good game. It's just too hard for me. However, the situation is a bit. There's an element of what do you expect because of the DLCs, the history of the DLCs being harder. However, the situation is a bit more complex than that. The discussion of From Software's difficulty has always had two sides to it. Many people often think, and this is including Brett and many people, that you should just get good. And they even spelled it, GIT space GUD, get good. That's. I think Brett has that tattooed on his chest. I'm not gonna lie. Just right here, just says get good. Yeah, it's slightly off center. Yeah. Anyway, and the other side.
No regrets.
No, no regrets. Worth it. And then the other side, who are just complaining about the lack of accessibility options, which I get. Again, the developer's known for it, but I am kind of disappointed I could not experience the world of Elden Ring. They should make a mode, maybe turn achievements off or something, some sort of handicap where you can play it easier. But also, I respect the company sticking to their guns and just being horrible games.
I think that it's really, in a way, just you gotta play the game more, and then it becomes more and more enjoyable as you go on.
Yeah, I'm just bad at timing. And it's not just Elden Ring.
I can understand.
I'm bad at any game timing, like those quick time events, all of it. See, that's like the whole game. You just gotta parry, roll, and all that. Or dodge, roll, whatever.
Just do it.
It says From Software's design gameplay also often demands a high level of perfection. From the games themselves are filled with imperfect designs, such as wonky camera controls that cause unintended friction that the players must also surpass. So not only do you have to beat these really hard bosses, but also it's just a hard game to play. Like just the controls. So you have to be. And how many times have you beaten it?
3 so far, which isn't.
That's impressive. That's impressive. For what they're saying.
I know people that have done it like 20 plus times.
yeah, but 3 times for your. I don't know. Would you call? I'd call myself a casual gamer. Would you say you're a casual? Yeah, you're a casual gamer. You beat it 3 times. Like that's good. I think you're probably the most educated person that I know that could speak on this game. Yeah, and you just say get good. So.
My advice.
Yeah, it's good advice. I just could not get good. It says Elden Ring is arguably the most accessible and therefore most played by newcomers game From Software has designed. So basically, they're saying that this game, the controls in it, are the most accessible of any of the other From Software games.
Yeah.
It's like they finally figured out how to design controls properly.
Yeah.
After all these years.
It's the most polished and well made.
Would you say it's the most mainstream? Because I saw it everywhere when it first released.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they even had commercials on TV.
Yeah.
Like it was a big deal, and it did get Game of the Year that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Game of the Year. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Great game.
It was all around very popular.
Oh yeah, most accessible. So the open world is a big reason. The open world is a big reason for why it is so accessible and most played by newcomers. Because the Dark Souls games did not have. If they did have an open world, it was not near to the size Elden Ring is.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dark Souls, it's linear.
Right.
So if you run into something that you can't beat, you're screwed.
Exactly.
You just have to bash your head against it until you finally beat it.
Oh, yeah.
And
or
so,
go back a couple, because you can't even go back a couple saves.
You can't.
Yeah.
You know, you're stuck there, and so that's the difference between Elden Ring. Is Elden Ring, you get something that.
So that's why Elden Ring would be easier in some ways, because you can just run.
Yes. The bosses themselves are harder, but the process of beating them is easier.
Yeah, that's fair. The open world is a big reason for that, as players who encounter a challenge they can't defeat can just go somewhere else. That more accessible design and popularity it gained created a community of players who have never played a Souls-like game before. That was me. I had never played one. This Elden Ring was my first. I just jumped right in. I was like, oh, hard. This can't be that hard. These people don't know what they're talking about. I play Call of Duty. You want to talk about hard? Create a community of players that have never played a Souls-like game and are now excitedly diving into Shadow of the Erdtree, only to discover that it is super hard. So basically, they made this community. They're like, "Oh, Elden Ring. It was pretty hard, but I beat it. I guess it was pretty fun. Let's get this DLC." And then now they're having PTSD.
Yeah.
So they're calling it a difficulty shock. Apparently, fans were not expecting that. Were you going into it?
Yeah.
Like you were, even with no reviews, nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
The way your eyes lit up.
I
You're
was
like,
hoping for it.
Yeah. I was ready to lose.
Yeah.
Like
first, right out of you step out the door, and there's this crow thing sitting up on top of a pillar.
Yeah.
And it just absolutely destroyed me the first time I was playing.
I'm curious, is this DLC like an extension of the game, or is it like a whole new game?
Yeah, it's part of the game.
So
it's
all of your items and weapons and all that carry over. Okay, so it's essentially just additional missions, like a new.
Yeah,
it's like
just
a new
an
game
entire
plus
new region.
New game plus, but with a new.
It's more just like unlocking an area.
Okay.
You just get transported to a different area, and there's like another half of the map to explore. So.
If people still were review bombing it, they're able to keep all their stuff from when they beat Elden Ring. They're still like, see, that's just messed up.
I would say there is a reason for that, and that is your levels don't matter.
Really?
When you go into the DLC.
What about
the way they did it was your health and your damage are decreased with respect to your level.
So Oh,
So the higher your
so
level,
it doesn't matter then.
Everybody's entering into the DLC with the same amount of damage and the same amount of health.
So it really means nothing.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
And so if you have a max level weapon, and you're like, I should be breezing through this, but you're not. That's because it's meant to do that.
You think you have you played enough? Do you think you're close to beating the DLC or not even? No.
No.
Not even close.
Not even close. I've beaten one boss.
Oh, still, that's an accomplishment.
It is, but it's not a big one.
No. Yeah. There are people who've already beat it, I think. But
yeah. There's people that beat it like 3 times over already.
Yeah, those people are freaks, though.
That's their life.
Yeah. Their life is just getting beat up.
Yep.
They were probably bullied as a kid.
Probably. They liked being bullied.
Yes. That's all the article says. Anything else you'd like to say on the matter?
Yeah. If you're having trouble with the DLC, there's items there that remove your limit to health and damage.
Okay.
Just people aren't using them.
So you have to... Are the items easily accessible?
They're scattered around everywhere. You have to look for them.
So if people Googled it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're out there on Google.
That's why I don't understand the review bombing, because there are ways around it. It's just
there are.
Odd. How angry at the world do you have to be? You know what I mean?
Very.
Yeah.
Very angry.
You have to just have a lot of hate in your heart to possibly want to review bomb a game.
You're supposed to hate yourself when you play Elden Ring, not hate the game.
Yeah, okay? Come on. That should be the developers. Just quote. That's what it is. Like, hate yourself, not the game.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Perfect motto.
It is. You should get that tattooed next.
I should.
Right underneath, get good. Hate yourself, not the game. Moving on, I got some would you rather questions, and then I have one more article, and then I believe you have an article, a backup article, just in case.
Yeah, but it's bad.
Yeah, it's a just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a worst case scenario. It's like the break the glass, press the button.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or 20 minutes early?
20 minutes early.
I agree. Yeah,
I just sit on my phone.
Yeah.
For 20 minutes.
You just sleep. Whatever you want. Yeah. Bring a book.
Honestly, yeah.
10 minutes late will mess up so many events.
Yeah.
20 minutes early, worst it can do, some awkward exchanges.
If
you're 20 minutes early to a party, and it's like one person's there, it's awkward. But
yeah.
Just sit in your car across the street and watch.
Things. Isn't there some things that it's like impolite to be early though?
I believe so.
A dinner party, you kind of want to be there later.
Yeah. But still, better than being 10 minutes late to everything.
Yeah.
You gotta keep in mind, like, how many times you go to a dinner party per week? You know what I mean?
Go to a wedding.
Yeah, your job.
Your job, yeah.
Well, the real question is, would this be social interactions or would this be everything? Like, say you go to sleep at a certain time. You go to sleep 20 minutes earlier. Like, you just fall asleep.
Every time? Dude, that would mess you up so much.
Yeah, everything is just offset by 20 minutes. Still better than 10 minutes late to everything.
You're just like, oh man, I need to go to the restroom and sit there for 20 minutes before you can actually go.
Hey, better than 10 minutes late.
It's true.
I mean, 10 minutes later, hey, I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, it's already starting to crust.
Oh. Oh man.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
20 minutes early.
Okay. Would you rather have your first child when you're 18 or when you're 50? This is a hard one. Both are terrible.
Both are bad. I'd rather have my first child at 16, dude.
16?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd have it at 10.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'd have it while I was a newborn.
Dude, that'd be so weird.
Yeah,
very. Your child is a year younger than you.
Yeah.
You're their legal guardian for a year. And
that's it.
Not a minor anymore.
Could you imagine the power struggle?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought of a joke for this would you rather question. Okay.
Okay.
Should I say it?
Go ahead.
We can edit it out if it's too bad.
Yeah.
I pick 18 because then I'm more agile and I can run away faster.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're 50 and you get divorced, you're gonna have more.
Exactly. You're gonna be losing out on more. Whereas at 18, it'll be a lot easier to escape. You can go get some milk.
You can get jobs. You can get education.
Yeah, you go live.
You can abandon your children and live better.
Oh yeah, you have your full life ahead of you. At 50, it's like, where are you gonna go?
The grave.
But that's just a joke. I would never abandon my own child. But I just thought it was a funny joke. I will leave it in. But yeah, no. Which one do you pick?
Probably 18.
Yeah, same. Honestly. Again, it would be weird. It would really ruin your entire life, to be honest.
It happens.
Actually, no.
I would say it's not
50. I would do 50.
It's not
live my
ruining.
life. It's ruining your plans.
It's
Think
changing your life.
Exactly. Changing. Yes, that's a good word.
I wouldn't say it's ruining.
But
why am I so overexposed? Do you see my shirt?
I know. It's been getting brighter and brighter, dude. It started off so dark. As it's been going on, I've been watching it get brighter and brighter around you.
Why is it doing that?
I don't know. Like your door.
I'm fading into the light.
The line bulb. It's for the white shirt with the white background with the bright light.
Yeah, but it's not that bright.
I don't know. It's been getting brighter though. That's the thing.
Maybe it's because it's getting darker. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it went back to normal. Maybe it was like a focus.
The mic.
Oh, it got bright again.
You see the mic?
I do see the mic, yeah. My mic's right here. I keep it at the bottom, not at the top.
I don't know.
But yeah.
You'll just see me fade into the light.
Yeah. You'll just be just a pair of glasses. You can take off your shirt, but you can just see the highlight and just get good.
Oh, my skin's so pale, you just see.
Yeah.
You
see the Honda logo.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah, I'd pick 60. I'd pick 50.
Yeah.
Because then I could have. I'd be confident I'd be able to support this child. At 50, I'd probably have a job, maybe even have retired. I would hopefully own property. I'd be much more mentally mature. I feel like I'd be able to care for that child a lot more than I would at 18 when I'm still trying to figure it all out.
That's but it's also going to be harder because you've never done it before. You don't have the time to learn too much.
That's true.
What it is to raise a child before you are very physically.
Out of those two options, I'd pick 50.
Especially what you did in life. Like if you were in construction for 30 years and you're 50, your knees and back are destroyed.
Well, here's the question.
You have to deal with a young kid.
Like, do you know? Huh? Like, can you prepare, you think?
You could prepare.
No, I think at 50 I'm having my first child. Like, you pick the would you rather question.
What?
Like, say this would you rather question was real. Okay? And you pick 50. So now in your head, you're like, at 50 I'm going to have a child. That would be sweet. Because then you could prepare very well.
You could prepare.
Yeah, you could have like a whole separate bank account you just been tunneling money for this kid. Oh,
yeah.
Take care of your body. I don't know. I feel like out of those two options.
Yeah.
I'd pick 50. You said your final answer is 18?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. That.
I think it happens and it is less foreign to you when you're still younger, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Because as an adult, if you're like an older adult, you're just going to be around older adults.
That's true.
Pretty much your entire time. You might have a hard time relating to the kids and to parenting. It keeps getting brighter. I don't understand.
You're blinding me. I think this may be the first would you rather question that we haven't unanimously agreed on. History has been made.
True.
Yes.
What's come to, dude?
Yes.
Okay, it's just when I get closer to the camera.
Celebrity gossip and disagreements. What does this podcast become?
How the mighty have fallen.
Yes. It started out so strong with Baltimore. The bridge.
There we go.
Here we are. Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
We'll do one more would you rather question, and then we'll hit the article, and then we'll see. I got a few more after this, but we'll see. Would you rather get a face tattoo of your choosing, or a tattoo in a discrete area chosen by somebody else? Keep in mind, if it's a face tattoo of your choosing, you can do something tiny.
You could.
But a discrete area could
gonna have a
include
tattoo
your
on your
back.
face.
You can have your whole back tattooed by this other dude. A discrete area I would assume would be like if you're wearing a t-shirt, anything that's not exposed. T-shirt, jeans, anything not exposed is a discrete area.
Okay. I'd probably do the discrete area if I'm being honest.
But somebody else chooses the tattoo.
If it's something funny.
That's true. That would actually depend on if you get to pick who chooses the tattoo or not.
Now we're getting into the details.
Yes.
What we need to know.
Yes. It doesn't say. I mean, when I googled would you rather questions absurd. It didn't give me
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah. I still Google news. I just go to Google, there's news. That's how I found these articles. I should figure something out, to be honest. This has got to be a
Dude,
better way.
You know, like on a phone, if you swipe left and then you get Google News? Or actually, no, you got a Samsung.
Yeah, I'm on an iPhone. So I don't have the peasant Google News on the side of my screen.
Mm-hmm. It's in Chrome. Just go into Chrome and scroll down.
I don't use Chrome.
Really? What do you use?
Microsoft Edge. Oh.
Ew. Get Chrome, dude.
Okay. Here's something for the viewers to write in. Microsoft Edge or Chrome, and also iPhone or Android. Write in. I want to know what the viewers think. Yes, this is very okay. What were we talking about?
I forgot it a long time ago.
Oh, tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who would you let choose then? You don't have to name names. I would not let you choose mine.
I would choose a tattoo artist.
Okay.
Because they're going to put a professional tattoo on it.
Well, no, the tattoo artist is still tattooing it. They're just tattooing what the other person design wants. But I do like the way your direction went.
I would do a tattoo artist because they're just going to be
people.
They're going to be creative.
Yeah, they're pretty handsome.
Think of me as a blank canvas.
I would pick one of my other personalities.
Yeah.
A little loophole for you. Because then, I'm still choosing.
What?
Anyway, okay. Bonus question: if you had to choose a discrete tattoo for me, what would you choose?
I would do like.
This is a tough decision. There's a lot of options.
This is one that I've recommended for other people, but it's the one I can think of at the moment.
Just get good.
I would recommend. It's a one-size-fits-all thing. I would recommend wide load tattooed right below the small of your back.
Yes. In the font. I'd get that.
Yeah.
Yes, I would get that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yes. Like just above where the rim of swim trunks would sit, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that would be perfect, because you can run shirtless, and the people who are checking you out will be like, wait, what does that say? Oh, yeah, I like it. I like it.
Perfect.
Yes. I'd probably get you like a swastika.
Where would it be, though? Where would it be?
You can use swastikas, one on each of your nipples. With
at the center. The nip at the center, huh?
Yes. Move the swastika around it. No, I would do that peace symbol, the Muslim peace symbol, so it looks like a swastika at first glance, but then when you look closer, you realize it's just the Muslim peace symbol.
Perfect.
Yes. I'd probably get you like a swastika. With the nip at the center. Yes, with the swastika around it. No, I would do that peace symbol, the Muslim peace symbol, so it looks like a swastika at first glance, but then when you look closer, you realize it's just the Muslim peace symbol.
It's facing the wrong way.
Yes, but at first glance, you'll think it's a swastika. But then if you try to take a picture in the mirror of your shirt, it'll look like a swastika.
Dude.
Yes, this is a big brain.
I was kind to you. I was kind to you, and this is how you treat me.
Kind, wide load.
I recommended wide load.
Wide load.
You recommend swastikas, man.
I'd get either a swastika or a photorealistic version of my face.
Yeah.
On your entire back. Or your face, which would be even more awkward.
Self-portrait?
Yeah, just your own face.
I can do it myself.
But like your least favorite photo of you.
Oh, okay. I'd take you over that.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy's little girl.
There you go. Yes. Right here.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh, there's so many options.
There is. Limitless possibility.
Oh, yeah. You can have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
Honestly. You can just do like just like the number 12 over and over and over again.
You could.
And then anybody who looked like all the way on your back, and then you ever took your shirt off, they'd be like, "Why is it just 12 over and over and over again on your back?" You know, and you would have no good explanation.
It's 12.
Yeah, it's 12. Okay, moving on. I got an article here. It says, renowned scientist says humans will soon live to be 1,000 years old.
Which renowned scientist?
I have no idea.
I've been to that.
His name is Raymond Kurzweil.
Okay.
I've never heard of him, so how renowned can he be?
Very renowned, dude.
Yeah, okay. It says, immortality. This is the article. This is just how it starts. Immortality. It's an age-old idea that has plagued humankind for centuries. Many men over the years have sought to find some way to live forever. But futurist Raymond Kurzweil believes he may have found the best way forward. According to his new book, nanorobots might be the key to stopping human aging and letting us live for thousands of years.
Okay.
Yep.
Nanorobots.
Nanorobots, yes, really original.
Renowned.
How many science fiction movies, I wonder, have used nanorobots in them? Because I feel like there's a lot.
Not for immortality.
That's true. That's a new concept.
That's an interesting idea.
That is an interesting idea.
But also kind of gross.
Question is, would you want it, though? Because I would not.
No.
Me either.
Nuh-uh.
Of course, there are many concerns about the possibility of living for thousands of years, let alone forever. And yet, new anti-aging therapy continues to be a common focus of research for acclaimed scientists, while many seek to slow down the deterioration of our bodies and simply prolong our lives, while others, like Kurzweil, appear to have loftier goals. ... Kurzweil writes, I'm just going to call him Kurt. Kurt writes heavily about the use of nanotechnology for the pursuit in both his new book called, I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to give this guy a platform. I know all of our 2.5 listeners, they don't need to read this book. We don't need to support this madman.
I'm not giving him a shout out, dude.
Yeah, no shout out for Kurt. I even made up his name at the beginning. That's totally not his name that I shouted out. I don't know. In an essay published in Wired, both discuss the blending of biotechnology with artificial intelligence. Oh, AI. Well, there you go.
There we go.
With artificial intelligence to help us overcome our, quote, feeble human lives by cutting down on human aging as much as possible.
I think AI wrote this article.
I am thinking the same thing.
How many articles do you think are written by AI nowadays?
I'd hope not very many, but probably a lot. If it's a lot,
I mean, there's so many churned out every day.
The journalism is dead if there's a lot.
Good.
Well, yeah, but also not, because AI is a lot easier to manipulate than man.
That's true. True.
Yeah. See, one of our biggest issues with aging is that our bodies and cells start to accumulate errors as more cells reproduce over and over. Many anti-aging therapies seek to cut down on these errors, allowing the body to repair itself more quickly, thus slowing down aging as a whole. For Kurt, the only solution here is, quote, to cure aging itself. Whoa.
I wonder if he's that one guy who injected himself with the bacteria.
You talking about the guy who is like, he's like, oh, none of his organs are his?
No, it's a different guy. They were like
getting. I'm talking about is Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's
he's
your guy?
Creepy.
Yeah, he's like, guess how old I look. I saw that interview. He's like, guess how old I look.
So creepy.
He's like, guess how old I look. And the interview's like, 47. He's like, 46. He's trying to prove a point. He's like, 47. 46. He's like, dang.
He spent so much money, dude. No, the guy I'm thinking of, they were digging into ice.
Yeah.
To get water that had been there for centuries.
Yeah.
And
like healing water or something.
The native people around there usually live to about 100 years old. And so he's like, oh, it must be the water. And so he took a concentrated strain of bacteria that was in the water and injected himself with it.
Did it work?
Who knows? He hasn't died yet that I know
of. It says the lasting solutions to quote cure aging itself. A lofty goal for certain. Of course, Kurt admits that his projections may sound absurd at the moment, but he believes that advancements in medical nanorobots will soon help us cure human aging across the spectrum. Each human body may even require up to several hundred billion nanorobots to repair and augment degraded organs to keep them running in peak condition. That's a lot of little tiny robots inside of your body.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be lonely because everybody else around you has died.
Better yet, just do the science fiction and put yourself in a robot.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Immortality.
I don't. Yeah. And then it says this is just one person's vision of the future, though. So if the idea of having hundreds of millions of nanobots streaming through your body isn't exactly enticing, you probably aren't alone. It'll be interesting to see if Kurt's projections come true. Though, based on the current state of AI, I'm not exactly holding my breath. I'll say, if I was given the opportunity to be immortal, I'd turn it down, honestly. I don't want that.
A lot of years, dude.
Yeah, forever is a lot of time, probably. Mm-hmm. But just imagine every person that you've ever interacted with, you just watch them die.
Well, unless they're immortal too. But also, I think...
That's true. If they're immortal, then I wouldn't really have a problem because I wouldn't be alone. But although the planet would probably go out.
Yeah. How much less weight would each day have for you?
If I was immortal?
If you didn't see an end in sight, you know?
Are we saying immortal in terms of, like, I can't feel pain?
No, immortal is in, like...
can I still die? That's the question. Because in my mind, immortal is like, well, you won't die of old age, but if you drink too much, your liver will clog up.
Okay.
Because there's two kinds of immortality. There's the kind where you can't feel pain, and like no matter what you do, you won't die. And then there's the kind where you won't die of natural causes.
Yeah. I would say more natural causes.
Natural causes? I would just live life normally.
Yeah.
No pain?
I think it's impossible to avoid natural causes.
If there was no pain and no chance of me dying, life would be awesome.
You wouldn't feel any pressure or any responsibility.
The world would just be my playground.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that would be. I probably wouldn't like do evil stuff. Like I wouldn't.
No.
Because with my luck, I'd get arrested, and because of immoral, I'd just been life in prison.
Life sentence.
Yeah, exactly. Although I guess realistically, you could escape because your hands can't hurt.
Yeah, no, you could literally just
punch the wall until the wall gets
for years.
Your hands won't. Yeah. So yeah, I guess. But I still, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't just go around just murdering people or something. But I would definitely live life differently.
Yeah.
You think you still have to sleep?
If your body isn't negatively affected by anything,
you wouldn't have to eat. You wouldn't have to drink.
Not.
You realize how rich I would be? I could just work.
But you'd be like
every day, forever.
So bored.
Eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd work. I'd probably get rich and then give the money to other people. Because I wouldn't have any use for it. Because I could just do whatever I want. Because what are they going to do? Beat me up? You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, but like, it would never end.
It would, yeah. That's the only problem. That's why I would never take it. If I was forced, if it was like, hey, you have to choose either the one where you die of natural, where you will never die of natural causes, or the one where you're invincible, I'd pick the invincible one, though. I'd have some fun with my immortality. But yeah, that's just it's an interesting thought. I don't understand
I wouldn't do it.
What's going through this doctor's mind that makes him want to...
He's probably getting old.
Probably. I just thought that was... Yeah, he's getting old. I don't want to die. Let me make this so nobody else can. I don't know. I wouldn't choose it. I feel like it's a silly thing to... I feel like if that scientist focused on more beneficial things...
Develop a cure for cancer or something.
Yeah, use the nanobots for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still,
that would be a good use for it.
It would. I feel like that would work. If you could make somebody immortal with them, come on. Yeah. Anyway, I wouldn't choose it. Anything else you'd like to say on the matter?
No, I think nanobots are freaky. I don't want them crawling around inside me.
I agree. I got a couple more would you rathers. Would you rather be handsome but stupid or intelligent but ugly?
Intelligent but ugly.
Same. I
think
it kind of goes without saying why.
Yeah.
Plus, actually, is there an option to just pick both?
Be ugly and stupid.
That's what... I'll pick that one. I want to go through life in stupid and ugly.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would choose.
World is your oyster, dude.
Yeah, I get to do because they'd be like, oh, look at him, he's just a dumb little boy. You know, everybody would pity me.
But you'd be happy.
Yeah, I'd be happy. Yeah, I'd be happy.
Really, the only...
Because if you think about it, the smarter you are, the less happy you are. I think.
Yeah.
Because you're more aware.
There's... Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like
that's why people with Down syndrome are all just so cheerful. Probably. Because they just don't... Yeah, they're focused on their own life.
I've never had Down syndrome to confirm, but...
I had it once. I was able to recover.
Yeah.
It was a close call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down syndrome almost got me.
I feel like if you're attracting people just because of your body, then that's probably not the people you want to be attracting.
Oh yeah, it's a burden I carry every day.
Yeah.
I have to fight off.
Gotta be careful, dude.
I know. I can't walk the street. I have to put a paper bag over my head. Because if I don't, they rush me. They tackle me to the ground and start touching me.
What are the glasses in the military called? Birth
ones?
control, I think, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You just wear those.
Yes. Let's see, I got a couple would you rather. This was the rough one, okay? I've thought about this, because I obviously find the question. I think about it a little bit. I thought about this. I can't decide. Would you rather buy all used underwear or all used toothbrushes for the rest of your life?
As in used but clean?
No. Used but thrown out. And keep in mind you're buying these.
Are they used in the same way?
No. What do you mean? You don't brush your teeth with underwear.
That's fair.
You use the underwear.
What extent are they used?
They're used to completion. Makes it sound a lot worse than it is, but you know what I mean.
So bad. I would take the toothbrush in that case, if we're being honest.
Me too. I agree.
Put in bleach or something.
But yeah, no. If I had, again, I thought about it, and both are really bad.
That's so bad.
It's just a terrible option.
And the wording that you chose
made
it even worse.
To completion.
To completion. So bad.
It's horrible, dude. Moving on. Would you rather be the funniest person in every room or the most intelligent person in every room?
Funniest.
I agree. Yeah. I would never want to be the most intelligent.
Same
What?
Same point where it's just unhappy.
Yeah. Plus, there's still so much you can learn if you're not the most intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I would not want to be the smartest in any room. And finally, would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or read minds?
Teleport. I don't want to read.
But I mean, you get to control if you're reading the mind or not, I would assume.
Oh, okay.
That changes your answer.
I think there's a lot of stuff you could do with that, but it would be very easy to just
abuse
do bad stuff with it. Yeah.
I'd
rather teleport.
I mean, yeah.
Like imagine
how much time you'd save though.
You could just teleport to the restroom, teleport downstairs to get a drink.
Yeah, teleport to your job, teleport back home, no drive time.
Dude, you could sleep until like 10 minutes before your job.
Not even. If you just sleep dressed.
You could just sleep dressed.
You could teleport into your clothes, realistically.
Dude.
Yeah.
Could you control what part of your body teleports and what part doesn't?
Yeah, that's the question, is how in depth is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, reading minds, you'd probably never get into an argument if you use it correctly.
Yeah, but
you never have to guess.
Yeah. You would know exactly what people are thinking.
Yes. Conversations would be easier, but also more boring.
Yes.
So yeah, I would choose teleporting.
You could just teleport inside their minds.
You just blow them up. You'd win every fight. You just teleport inside of them.
You'd probably die too.
That's true.
Like going out with a bang sort of thing.
You'd be stuck inside of them. You'd have to control them like a human suit.
Would you replace what you teleport into, or would you fuse?
That's a good question. And how accurate is teleportation? I wonder. Like, do you have to have seen it with your eyes?
Because if you just teleport like into a tree, if you decide to just teleport into the woods or something,
the tree's just in your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, would you have to like know the exact coordinates?
Do you swap places with them, or just appear?
Do you have like a cooldown? Like, can you only do it like once every 30 minutes?
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, it would.
It's like accidentally trip off a building or something, but you teleported to get up to the top.
You're like, well. Like, that's it. Wish you would have chosen.
Okay.
Yeah. Guess I'm falling to my death now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. Teleportation. Again, there's a lot of questions about that though.
There is.
Because like, if you just want to look at like media, movies, TV shows, there's many different forms of teleportation portrayed.
Yeah.
So you just kind of have to pick your favorite. Mind reading is
There's a lot of ways it could go wrong.
There is. Mind reading would be pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, there's a lot more negative.
It'd be also very awkward, I think.
If you use it, though, because you can control.
If you could control it, yeah.
Yeah, if you could control it, I would probably choose it, honestly. But if you couldn't control it, you're just hearing everybody's brain at the same time.
That would be...
No, that'd be horrible.
Crazy.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Anything else you'd like to say on the topic?
No. Not really.
Same?
I think we talked it to completion.
Yes, we've done this. We have done the podcast to completion. We hope that the fans have enjoyed it to completion. Why can't I can't see my stupid cursor on my mouse?
You can?
Oh, I see it now. Okay. Yeah, and the fans have enjoyed it to completion.
I'm gonna hate those two words next to each other for the rest of my life.
So
completion.
Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
So bad.
Yes.